reading for October 2025. Y'all make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below if you want to donate. You have to keep in mind this will not resonate with all of y'all. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with the current energy reading. All right, Three of Cups Traverse, Four of Pentacles, the Fool card, Ten of Swords Reverse, the Eight of Wands. All right, so there seems to be communications about you being an innocent person. Yeah, Judgment, King of Pentacles. Some of you could have an uncle that may be protected. Like I'm getting something like an uncle energy or an aunt. This give me the vibes of somebody may be trying, like, if some of you out there may be speaking over a phone with a judgment to one of your relatives, someone's going to act like they're confused, that they don't know what you're talking about, but they actually do. This is a way for this individual to gaslight these individuals to catch them off guard because, yeah, because they know what's going on. Okay, so there's something very significant about some of you out there may have somebody protecting you with the Four of Pentacles. Or hell, this could be you protecting yourself. How's it going, y'all? Oh, okay, so the truth's coming out of how you're not involved or engaging in a conversation with an ex of yours. There's this ex energy that keeps on coming out here when it comes to some type of illusion. And it sounds like to me somebody is making a final judgment call to set you free from a situation with the Ten of Swords reverse to not allow this individual to betray you anymore. Because everything is coming out of how this individual has been causing illusions with maybe a few other people that could have engaged with that. But there's something that is being let loose and you being protected at the same time. So you're going to be able to move on from some type of unnecessary drama with the Five of Wands reverse. So there may be a change that's happening when it comes to some type of drama. Someone's being judged for causing illusions about you. That's what this is right here with the Seven of Cups. This is what's under judgment, illusions. You're not bothering this person. You're not conversating with them. Some of you could be a Scorpio and Aquarius, Libra, Taurus. This could be resonating with, don't have to be. From the looks of it, there's someone, or if not several individuals that may be observing something that you don't have any contact with somebody. Like you're just minding your own business and you're always alone. Like there's a lot of alone energy here. You're alone. You don't talk to nobody. Oh, so something is coming out that you don't even associate with other people. Bro, something's coming out to where you could be a lone wolf for some of you out there. You don't even associate with other people. You may have a few people that like you or whatever, but they're not telling you anything. They're not talking to you. So this right here is even more proof that you don't talk to anybody. What the fuck would you be doing talking to an ex? This is something else that's being seen too, that you don't have any friends. But it's understood why you don't have any friends, because of you being betrayed by people wanting to spread a lot of gossip, rumors, and lies. Or this could be you being wise enough to understand how reality really is when it comes to certain energies. Because friends are not really your friends. Like I said on one of my other videos. But what I'm getting here is somebody's got a lot of information that you don't even talk to people that, like, if somebody gives off a gesture as if they want to get to know you or they're trying to be kind. You don't even have the time for that. It's like you turn them down, you reject them. I'm getting the vibes that you don't talk to nobody. So what the hell would you be doing in contact with an ex? This right here is something that has been observed. You are being seen to be alone, and if you do conversate with anybody, this could be one of your family members. This could be a cousin, or uncle, or aunt, a great grandpa. But this is a rare occasion that you speak to one of these individuals. It's like you don't have to conversate with people all day, every day. This is something that is being observed, bro. And this is gonna better to back something up that you're not engaging with an ex of yours when it comes to some type of misinformation, and somebody is agreeing to protect you from that because they know this is bullshit. With the Three of Cups reverse, it sounds like to me somebody can't get over the fact that they can't let you go and let you live your best life without causing problems. And there's other people that was engaging with that with the Three of Cups reverse. But I'm getting that these individuals could be talking about this individual amongst themselves. It's like friends turn against friends type of energy. Because the friends that this individual thinks that they have are really not their people. With the Three of Cups reverse, that's not really their people. But this is not your problem though. Like this individual is relentlessly trying to hold on to you and hold on to you. And there's something that is under judgment for that. And what this individual has engaged in when it comes to some type of rumors, gossip, jealousy. It's all about jealousy. This individual could be discovering the fact that they have jealous people. This is a form of karma, even though the wheel of fortune or the world is not here or the justice reverse. Usually that would be a sign of bad karma. But I'm getting like an imbalanced energy. It's like what type of energy this individual puts out, they're going to attract the same type of energy that they put out. So if they want to be fake about something and keep on doing something to have you bothered or people to not like you, this is the energy that they're going to attract eventually. And this is something right here that may not be under judgment. I mean, on a spiritual level, it's under judgment on that level. But when it comes to the illusions that was created physically about some type of rumors that was just being started just because this was made up and continuously being made up. It's like if they can't make this up, they'll go and to the next extent to make this up. That's what this is right here with the Three of Cups reverse, but it don't hold any substance. All it's doing is exposing the fact that you don't have conversations with anybody. Or if you do talk to anybody, it's one of your relatives. But I'm not really getting it's a love offer. Some of you out there are not even engaging in your love life. You have been single all this time. With the King of Pentacles energy. Some of you could be a Taurus. You be a Taurus masculine. Don't have to be. I don't know. I'm getting like an Aries Taurus cusper. If that's after the sign of, yeah, Taurus is after Aries, right? There's an Aries Taurus cusper somewhere. Is that maybe right there? It's a cusp. Somebody may be on a cusp. Don't have to be. So this right here is going to be even more of a stubborn energy as I say that they ain't got the time for this shit. Even though it really ain't based off of zodiac sign, but still though, like this energy right here is not going to be engaging in this, bro. I'm telling you. Whoever this is resonating with could also be a feminine. This is what's being seen. You're not hurting anybody because there's no conversations with the X here. Three of Swords reverse. They're not hurting. They're not hurting. Ten of Swords and Three of Swords reverse. You're not hurting nobody. And people right here knows that. They know that. So this right here is going to better to dissolve some type of conflict that keeps on wanting to go on and on and on and on and on. Okay, so for you to be observed that you don't have any conversations with somebody that may have romantic feelings towards you, then that right there is going to better to prove that you don't talk to nobody. Like I said, if you do talk to anybody, it could be some of your relatives. It could be some of your family. Or hell, some of you out there may not even associate with them. You just fine with being alone. That's who you are. But the way people view it as, oh, well, you're a bump on the log. But that's way different than engaging in something right here that's not the truth. You're not talking to an individual. You haven't spoken to them. You've been healed over this person and been let them go. And these people are starting to see through a lot of things that was lied on you about. And this is what's under judgment: illusions. And illusions are somebody trying to claim that, oh, you still are in love with them or you still want something to do with them. But that's what these conversations was being manipulated about in order to keep this on going. Some of you could have been labeled an abuser with the Ten of Swords, but it's in reverse. You're not hurting anybody. Bro, people can feel this energetically. People can feel that energetically. That you're a carefree, spirited person. You're not a control freak. And this right here is actually exposing something that they may be the control freak trying to hold you back. Especially if this individual try to cause trouble between a few individuals that you once could have trusted. Or they could have been causing you problems with other people. But these people may have not have been telling you what was really going on. But you always picked up like a something shady going on. That's why. So these individuals have seen that you was the genuine person this whole time. You did not have any contact with an ex. You've been moved on from an ex. And you no longer, you don't, something about you no longer have anything to do with some type of other love interest that may have tried to lead you on and you could have ignored them. Okay, so something's coming out here about how somebody tried to lead you on, not the ex. Somebody tried to lead you on. I was about to say lead you on, and you didn't even engage in that. It's because you know your worth. That's what it is. You know your worth. This could have been somebody that could have been connected to this person, and you may have not have knew that. But it's like you're not asking questions about that. Okay, so there's something else that's coming out. You're not even asking questions about what your ex is up to or whatnot. And if there's conversations being manipulated in order to try to make it look that way, this right here is off a fake page. Whoever this person is being judged as a manipulator, causing nothing but confusion and illusions. And whoever else was engaging with that. So let's go ahead and clarify this energy. But the final decision is you get to move on without all of this continuously bothering you with the Three of Swords reverse, Ten of Swords reverse. So you will be able to move on from a situation continuously bothering you. Yeah, look at that with lies. Exactly. Ace of Swords reverse. Can't make it up. Misinformation. This could have also been on a legal level too. Like there could have been some type of legal contracts that was meant to go against you. But this is something that is coming out that this is misinformation. And this is also the card of no contact too. Exactly. So how in the hell are these lies going to be able to be held over you when there's no contact? This is what's on the judge. This could also have something to do with a judge seeing things for what it is. And this individual ain't doing nothing but trying to cause trouble and problems for you. If this is on a legal level, like this could actually be taken back. There's something that could be dismissed. Okay, a judge could be dismissing something. If this is on a legal level, now keep in mind, I'm not a legal advisor and there is a disclaimer in the description box below, okay? Clarify that. Yeah, look at that. Something could be getting dropped. This give me the vibes of something that's relentlessly being juggled back and forth. This is a decision. This could be legal proceedings, but it's due to a lot of misinformation. So this right here, they could have a final judgment call as something being dropped. If there was a charge put on you, that could be dropped. Or if there was something pending in order to manipulate something to try to bring charges upon you, this would be fraudulent. This would be false charges. There's no contact. This judge knows this. If this is a judge that may see things for what they are, or may be evaluating the situation, they see that this individual is trying to cause you problems along with other people. Clarify. Yeah, look at that. This could be being done to a masculine, or you could be a feminine. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Or this could be a judge that is very genuine. This is an intuitive judge. Or someone has a good judgment of character when it comes to who you are. They know that you're a good person, that you're not doing anything that this judge is seeing that is wrong. This is another card of being alone. Look at that. Look at all the imagery in the tarot cards. You're alone. Okay, so this judge has a good judgment of character. Yeah, look at that. They're woke to something with the Four of Swords reverse. Clarify the Four of Swords reverse. They also know that this situation has not been able to, like, this has been disrupting your peace. This could literally be disturbing a piece of getting in the way of your peace. This could have something to do with disturbing a peace or whatever with the Four of Swords reverse. It's all about somebody that's not able to be at peace. This is a disturbance, but there's something that is linked, something behind that. Clarify that. Justice, as I'm saying that. The Seven of Wands wanted to come out with that card, but this is the card I originally grabbed. Okay, so this is something to do on a legal matter. There's a judge again. Look at that. Okay, so a judge is making something balanced for an innocent person. Or this could have something to do with some other charge or whatever that was supposedly pending. With the Ace of Swords reverse side, they could have manipulated some type of conversation, but yet this judge knows that you're not in contact with this person. Okay, so somebody's agreeing to do the right thing to speak up for you and put on a word. So you may have a character witness, or this may be somebody in here that may be doing their job the right way, as to confess to something, as to say that you're not the one that's behind all that. This judge could literally be getting a confession out of somebody in here, and they could be making something right for you that you may not know about. Clarify that. Yeah, look at that. Some reverse Leo Libra energy. They're not happy. This judge ain't too enthused about what they're finding out, because the way that they're looking at this, you shouldn't even be in there. Why are you being bothered? Why is this going on? This is what the judge is questioning. Why are you being bothered? This judge wants to know, why are you being bothered? Why is this on you? Whoever put the charge on you or whatever, whoever was the culprit behind, so they want to know why this is being done, because there's no harm, pain, or any type of abuse that has occurred. There's no contact. They want to know why some type of charge. Whoever this was that did this, they could be confessing to that and owning up to something and taking accountability. Or somebody could be held accountable. Could be held accountable to where they have to take accountability because of some type of illusions being created about your character. This judge ain't too enthused with something, because this is a waste of these individuals' time in here. And this is also a waste of your time that's relentlessly trying to prevent you from moving forward. Something's going to be made fair in your favor, though. Yeah, look at that, the Magician. Virgo, Gemini energy. If some of you out there are talented at whatever you do, like some of you out there, you may be a creative individual. You may be an arts and crafts type person. I'm getting something very significant about arts and crafts. Some of you could be very creative. The Magician is all about a creative energy. Or this could be a multi-talented individual. There's something coming out here to where if you are one of these people, this is something right here that is all combined together why this is being done. This person right here knows that this individual is jealous of you, and other people are. People that are connected to them that's been doing this to you are also jealous. And they want you in trouble. They want you in the system, and they want you in trouble. It don't matter what they want. It's about what the law is going to be resolved. That, like, it's about what the laws really are. Yeah, look at that. Ten of Wands. You having to go through all these burdens for nothing. So they can have some knowledge that you may be struggling with this situation alone. You have nobody by your side. You have had to go through a lot of heavy occurrences, heavy experiences by yourself. This is cruelty. This is under judgment as cruelty. Two of Wands. There's some type of decision that is pending with the Two of Wands energy. Okay, so something's pending due to some truths that are coming out. And it looked like to me you have somebody that may have your side. Because they're going to tell the truth. This Queen of Swords is going to tell the truth. Clarify that. Yeah, the Chariot card. She's going to tell the truth about a vehicular situation. Something was being manipulated every time you travel. This individual could be also telling the truth or speaking up on something in regards to your behalf. This individual is going to be defending you in regards to you being stalked and illegally tracked by this individual. Something to do with your vehicle. But something was being manipulated in order to get something to appear as something that it's not. So somebody's going to be clearing up some information. If you was ever accused of stalking, this is false, but yet this was what was being done to you. And being manipulated all at the same time. Yeah, look at that. Seven of Swords. As I'm saying that. Somebody doing something underhanded and sneaky to you. Somebody's also going to be speaking up at the fact that somebody's been impostering you while communicating. Something about communications. There's an imposter that has been unmasked. And this is going to better to prove that this is somebody impostering you with the Seven of Swords to try to get away with something. But this person's also being all smarted at the same time. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. Clarify that. Queen of Wands reverse. Okay, so this Queen of Swords definitely knows a lot about someone's ego. They have a very strong ego. They don't want to stop collaborating with other individuals, and they think that they're hiding from the situation, but they're really not. This is an air sign that has been on to this individual for a long time, the last 10 months. This individual's been sitting there. They could have literally had to travel and pull themselves away from a public setting to get a better viewpoint on what's really going on. She's going to be telling the full truth or putting in a word for this innocent person that this individual is in conflict of interest with a Queen of Wands reverse doing this to you along with other people to try to slow you down. Get them, Queen of Swords. That's what I'm talking about. The Moon reverse. She could also be confessing about some type of witchy energy too. With the Moon reverse, she's going to spill the beans. Oh, yeah. Not pork and beans or lima beans or whatever the hell these individuals think it is because they think this is yummy time. Fuck no, it ain't. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be telling the truth. She's going to be telling the truth. So this is going to expose a lot of things that was being done. A lot of deception. Clarify the Moon reverse. Yeah, look at that. About a scandal. Someone was subjected to a scandal, but yet whoever was behind doing this to them is the individual that has conflict of interest with some other people, a few others. Temperate reverse Sagittarius Cancer energy. This is also going to be able to verify some bad gut feelings that you have or you had. If some of you ever spoke up about a bad gut feeling, someone's going to actually back that up. This is why you was having these bad feelings because of relentless scandalization, if that's even a word, being scandaled, going through a scandal. This could also be some type of false financial scandal you was going through. Or people just trying to make you look bad through some type of online communications. They wasn't doing anything to protect you. But there's someone that's agreeing to do something the right way in order to tell the truth. Yeah, look at that. The Star reverse Aquarius energy. Because in reality, this put this individual in despair. It could have hurt them. But by them removing themselves out of a public setting, they could have traveled a long ways away. They could be spending a lot of time out in nature, is what I'm getting. This could also be a mom. She could be a mom that's an air sign. She could be spending time out in nature and healing and connecting with her true self. But ever since this individual could have removed herself from this type of environment, it could have moved far away. She's seeing things for what they are, what they're doing to this innocent person, and she don't like that. This individual is giving off the vibes of a heavy protector. She don't look too happy either. Because whatever was inspiring this individual at one time to do something, this could have been a long time ago. They had to literally remove themselves from a certain environment and to travel a good ways away because she's alone too. So she could spend time alone. She knows what it's like to be alone. She don't need people around her. All she needs is her and her family. She could be a mom. She has no problem with being a single mom is what I'm getting. She don't need somebody around her 24/7. Because the way the imagery on this card is, she's out in nature. She don't need to talk to somebody 24/7. I mean, she could be a chatty person. She could either be a Gemini or possibly an Aquarius. That could be very chatty. Like, she'll communicate. Or it could be a man too, but I'm not really getting that. But she could be very intimidating. Whoever this individual is could be very intimidating. But that's for people that don't see the soul for what it is. They'll be intimidated by the outer surface, the exterior level. It's not about the exterior, bro. They could look scary. They could look intimidating. Get to know the individual. Just because they may look intimidating or scary don't mean that they have a negative spirit to them. But they could have that, but only when necessary. See, these are the people right here that will be misjudged and misinterpreted due to their outer external level image. But this is something they clearly don't give a fuck about. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This person really don't care about that. I mean, they could dress up every once in a while, but not to impress anybody because they're not about the attention. Like they don't deal with none of that. Clarify that. Yeah, look at that. Two of Swords reverse. This is someone that's clearly in reality. They see through a lot of lies, a lot of lying. So whoever was lying on you, this is an individual right here that will for sure tell the truth. So you can have somebody backing you up. Yeah, Four of Wands reverse. This may be somebody that may no longer be part of a community setting anymore. But it don't matter. They still live there. They still live there, so that could be interpreted as their hometown. So this person may have moved away, but still, though, they're still observing from afar, is what it looks like, to see what's going on. They don't have to be in the same setting. All they got to do is just pay attention to information flow because they have possibly the resources in order to have that done. If this is an official, that would explain why. They still can obtain information. They don't have to live in the same setting. I'm gonna tell you why. This may have got to this individual's head and could have been affecting them on a spiritual level. That could have hurt them spiritually. Yeah, look at that. They could have moved away with their family. They could have moved somewhere out in nature. Look, that's nature right there. Pay attention that that's no longer in a city setting. That's not around a town or a city. Look, that's in nature somewhere. So wherever they're at, they feel a lot of peace. Yeah, look at that. The Eight of Cups, they could go hiking a lot. They could take walks out in nature a lot. This right, I'm gonna tell you right now, is because this individual is connected to nature. They could be very well connected to the element of earth, is what I'm getting. And air and earth. They love nature is what it looks like. They love nature. Yep. They love nature. And they could possibly spend time out in nature with their family. That's all they need. They don't need nobody else. Look at that. But there's something that's annoying this individual with the Nine of Wands. This individual could be thinking about the fact that this is something that you're going through, and this could be crossing their mind that you are continuously being hurt psychologically, or somebody's trying to harm you with misinformation. This goes through their mind when they take these walks out in nature. And there's a protective side of them that wants to protect and defend you. Yeah, look at that. The Three of Wands reverse. Because they know you don't have anything to do with these individuals that keep doing that to you. This person could have feelings for you, for some of you. Okay, so this could be the person that may be looking out for you. And they have your best interests at heart. They don't want to see you heartbroken or betrayed or to be lied on. Because they know that you're not in contact with this individual. I guarantee you that. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, they know that. Or for the feminines, this could be a King of Swords. Okay? Clarify the Ace of Cups. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles reverse. They could have feelings for you because you could have literally healed a lot of things unexpectedly. Like there was an unexpected transformation this individual could have went through. And this right here could have transformed them out of, if they had any wicked ways, this right here inspired them to change. But they transform naturally. This is something that you don't know about for some of you. They also have these strong emotions and feelings to protect you due to a wicked individual that don't want to leave you alone. Look at that. Somebody that's trying to relentlessly put you in jail and set you up. This Queen of Swords knows a lot about that. And she wants to know why these individuals are not doing anything to put this troublemaker away that keeps trying to do this to you. Because I'm going to tell you why, just like what I said earlier, conflict of interest. It's all about who this individual knows, a few people. Yeah, the Lovers reverse. Gemini energy. Gemini is like, they don't give a fuck who they know. Straight up. They don't give a fuck who they know. You ain't the one that's talking to this individual. Oh, there's somebody that has an attitude with this individual. It's like, and they still ain't talking to the individual. They don't give a shit who they know. This ex ain't conversating with this individual. So what the fuck? This individual mad. I knew that. Look at that. The Emperor card. Yep. Good. They have every reason to. They actually have enough justification to be angry. This could be over a man. Yeah, she ain't taking this too lightly. She is not taking this too. Yeah, because look at that. Scamming. 1111, as I'm saying that, scamming. Scamming to try to set shit up with the Six of Pentacles reverse. This is also the card of abuse of power, too. With the Six of Pentacles reverse, look at the scales in reverse. Trying to treat you unfairly. Okay, so that would be connected to the conversations that you wasn't having with this person. Clarify that. Yeah, look at that. Somebody from your past that you've been had your back turned to. Look. See that? Clarify that. Hierophant reverse. Taurus energy. So this is something extremely corrupt. Hierophant reverse is corrupt. This is abuse. Abuse of a position. Trying to control things. And that's linked to the Six of Pentacles reverse. So somebody knows a lot about somebody trying to control something. With misinformation. Yeah, look at that. Trying to play victim. There's also other people that are wanting to get on a bandwagon of victimization. But they're really not. They're actually being seen to be emotional manipulators and liars. Good. Yeah, look at that. They're angry with the Knight of Swords. Or this could be pissing this air sign off. They feel the need to rush in unexpectedly to have your side. and to defend you like a hero. Whoever this person is, there is somebody that has your back. I'm feeling that very heavily. Somebody does have your back. Yeah, look at that, because they're enlightened to what's going on. Pisces energy. Clarify that. They're enlightened at the fact that you don't have shit to do with these individuals. You've been alone and you like to enjoy your alone time. There's nobody around you. This person has been enlightened to that. And they see this they see you as an attractive person because you're adventurous. So if this is an air sign or a fire sign, it could be both. It don't really matter about the element or the zodiac sign. But if this is for some odd reason an air sign, then they're gonna be free spirited because of that airy energy. The air is gonna blow the way it wants to blow. It's not gonna be trapped. Like somebody trying to control it. They don't go for that shit. And this what may be like the opposite of that is freedom. So this individual may be attracted to you because you could give a shit less, like you're not the control type. Somebody also could have tried to make it seem as if you're controlling. But yeah, this is a situation trying to control your freedom. And this right here could be irritating this individual. If this person is attracted to you, they're attracted to your free spirited nature. They can feel that you're not a controlled person, a controlling person. Bro, if this individual is observing the fact that you don't need anybody to talk to, you could be alone, then this right here is going to better to verify. It's like everything is being validated, the truth of your character, while all these lies are coming out about who this individual is with other people that has been relentlessly participating in to try to delay you with illusions. Whoever this is. Clarify that. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles reverse, something being done on repeat. It's like something being done on repeat over and over and over, and it ain't working out. This is also the card of somebody falling victim to a scam. There it is again. Six of Pentacles reverse. That's scamming. That's also extortion. But this right here, when it comes to a job, these individuals doing something as a job pertaining to this. This is all about having you falling victim to a scam. And this is both linked together. Yeah, look at that. Page of Cups reverse. This could be due to catfishing accounts. You see the fish in the cup? This is all about bad messengers that are doing something. And this right here would be connected to scamming. That's a fake page. Somebody doing something highly deceptive on a fake page. Yeah, but that's uncovered. There's crimes uncovered linking that to the situation. Five of Swords reverse is all about crimes being uncovered. And this is what is being uncovered, catfishing accounts. There's also something's being uncovered with scamming too. That all goes hand in hand together. Why is this individual on a catfishing account to start with? Are these individuals going back and forth with each other in order to get something to appear as if you're in contact or you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing? In reality, this is what's getting caught, and they're doing this to you. Yep. Clarify that. Yeah, the Tower. Scorpio energy. Clarify the Tower. So this is all exposed. Yeah, the Four of Cups. They're going to wish they never did this to you. Because this is drawing a lot of negative attention to these individuals. Yeah, King of Swords. Because authorities are aware of what's going on. They got the truth, the full truth on these matters. And it looked like to me, this right here is no longer going to be a problem to you. Because it's under judgment as nothing but illusions. There's no heartbreak, there's no nothing. So why are you being bothered? Exactly. Clarify that. So this situation is pretty much over and it's going to work in your favor with the Three of Pentacles. So something's definitely going to work in your favor. There's cooperation here. And somebody's got some papers here too. That could be all the transcripts. And something's going to be proven here that's going to catch the situation up. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Wands, there's a new beginning. That's ahead. A passionate new beginning. There could also be some crimes of passion coming up. Something very significant about crime of passion. Yeah, King of Wands, crime of passion. being very passionate about doing this or whatever that means. Clarify that. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles reverse. This is all a fabrication. Manipulation, all the time being invested in to do this, to try to build something like this. This is a bad investment. This was invested numerous amount of times in a certain pattern over and over and over. That would be the repetitive energy. This ain't getting them nowheres. And this could also be linked back to a financial money trail of deception involving financial matters. That's linking this to them, especially through these catfishing accounts or scamming accounts with the Six of Pentacles reverse. This is a huge yes. Leo energy with the Strength card. Something's telling me they have enough strength on these matters of evidence that has been validated. Okay, so they got something on these individuals that are actually legit to counter these ulterior motives of this scamming and scheming that's been taking place to try to get you in trouble. Yeah, look, there's proof to prove that. Page of Pentacles. Good. Look, train coming by as I'm saying that. Confirmation. Look, Judgment horn. So there's some proof here. There's a new discovery. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. What's that about? Yeah, at a cycle that don't want to close. Look at that. That's that repetitive energy. Over and over and over. Something was definitely being done over the internet. This is the world emblem, which could be identified as the internet emblem. You know how they got the world on the desktop computers? Like, I don't know if y'all familiar with that. For some of you out there, how they have the world, this is the internet, but something is going on over and over and over that don't want to stop. This is the pattern right here. And there's something to prove that too, what was taking place in a pattern that didn't want to end out. This is a cycle of deception and misinformation being used with scamming and scheming. Yeah, this is what they've been doing on duty too. So if this is officials, this is what they have been found guilty at doing on duty. And also off duty too. Good. Get them. Ace of Pentacles. This was the new beginnings. It was relentlessly being practiced. Okay, so this is going to be connected to the that title and section of Title 42, USC Section 141.41. Depending on if it's an isolated or non-isolated, it has to be non-isolated, I want to say. But I'm kind of getting that very heavily because that's a pattern and practice with the world reverse. Y'all could go look that up yourself to better understand what that means. I don't have the time to explain it. I said that in the past or whatever. I said that several times. Yeah, look at that. This is what's being practiced with fake pages to have you lied on. And if your identity is being used out right there, it's going to be connected. This is all fabricated, bro. There ain't nothing legit about this taking place. Why is this being ran against you? That's what a judge wants to know. Why is this being ran against you? Because what is being proven is these individuals are causing you numerous amount of trouble, problems, stagnation, and relentlessly threatening your freedom. Clarify that. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Another card of something being done over and over and over and over and over. And look at what's at the top here with these pages. Don't that look like a Facebook like button? See how they got the thumbs up? That's something that's going to verify that this is being done over social media. But there's some evidence here with the Page of Pentacles to prove that this is how this scheme is being done. And what they're doing, they're collecting all this as so-called evidence, but that right there is going to be validated as color of law violation. And this is going to better to link them to failure to keep you from harm and the fabrication leading up to a false arrest. It all goes hand in hand together. That's what's going to better to verify the color of law. Yeah, Devil reverse. There could have been some explicit things taking place through these messages to try to make you appear as if you're a dirty individual, but you're not. Devil reverse. This is something that they're trying to use to control you. Excessive control. But this is something that they're not going to be able to control because this is spiraling out of control right here. in order for these individuals to lose the control that they think that they have on you with this misinformation. Good. Some of you could be a Capricorn, don't have to be. Clarify that. Yeah, the high priest is reversed. It's like they act like nothing is being seen, but yet all the truth is out with the high priest is reversed. Pisces energy. You can also be released from individuals. Like there could be a couple that could have been trying to control something. Somebody in a lover of theirs. Clarify that. Yeah, the hermit card. But yet, once again, everything is being seen that you're alone. That you don't have contact with any of these people. Especially when it comes to them trying to lie to try to make it seem as if you're a dirty individual having explicit conversations when you're not. That's what's being created off the fake pages. I sure hope these individuals know that they wasted their time with doing this. Yeah, look at that. 3 of Cups reverse again. That's basically all the cards, y'all. Let's go ahead and get a final closing message. Clarify that. Yeah, look at that. They basically wasted their time. And this right here is being seen for what it is. They could be losing friendships in regards to this because this is fake to do this to you. This is highly unethical to do this to you. But it looked like to me the party is over. 3 of Cups reverse, the party is over. What these individuals thought was funny, they're not going to think that this is funny anymore. Because a final judgment call, what it appears to be here has been made that you're not engaging in any conversation. You're not hurting this individual. You're not engaging in any type of conversation. And everything is linking all these conversations back to fake pages that was being used for scamming and scheming purposes in order to commit the color of law violation with trying to build something on you in order to bring charges on you. Because that's what these pages was being used for. In order to continuously conduct a search on you, which would be considered an investigation. But guess what? There's no legitimate probable cause. The probable cause that they think that they have, that right there, is based off color of law violation, which is not, how can I say this? This is not going to be used with the situation. Because it's not legit. There's no legitimate probable cause. It's all fabrication. And this is being proven. Page of Pentacles energies, there's proof to prove that. These individuals cannot use color law violation with the fabrication in order to continuously conduct a search on an innocent person. Anyways, bro, like this keeps on coming out through the collective's energy because these individuals do not want to stop with the cycle over and over and over. But I'm going to tell you something right now. There's something that's going to end in a very harsh way for these individuals, and it's going to be on a legal level. Because from the looks of it, a judge has made a final decision to have you move on to where these individuals could be removed out the collective's energy that keeps doing this. This may not resonate with all of y'all's situation, but there's somebody out there that is being let go of when it comes to this because a judge knows what is going on. That this individual is purposely and deliberately, the intention beyond this is deliberate injustice towards you, towards your rights, towards your freedom, towards the U.S. Constitution, your civil rights, and your amendments. Which is unethical, connected to unethical practices of unlawful orders being given in order to follow behind something that's not legit. It's been verified that you're not in violation of any law and you're not committing criminal activity. So, but anyways, y'all, this is what I have for the reading. This will not resonate with all of y'all. But anyways, y'all make sure y'all leave a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. And I'll see y'all some other time. Peace.